Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have for you the second part of our Pancrase Alive 7 retrospective. We have Brian Gassaway taking on Osami Shibuya. Shibuya, of course, coming off that win over new friend of the channel, David Moore. And Brian Gassaway we have seen before. He did once send me an email saying he'd like to talk about his time in Pancrase, but that's kind of fell through. I sent something back and he never got back to me, and so here we are. Opening exchange of kicks there between our two fellas. Palm strikes from Gassaway. Nice fade in. Good body kick. That was interesting. I think he kind of slipped up on the body kick there, and so as Shibuya caught it, he sort of accidentally kick-swept him and then ended up on top, as far as I could tell. So top half guard from Osami Shibuya. Underhook on the correct side from Brian Gassaway, but he's lost the foot and has ended up being mounted. Big backstep pass from Osami Shibuya. Lots of space, which is why Gassaway was able to come up on that single leg, but nice use the underhook to turn him back over into Nexus's position from Osami Shibuya. But they are underneath the ropes. Double wrist lock attempt from Shibuya. Referee Kosuke Kenji. Or is this Yoshinori Umeki? This is Yoshinori Umeki looking on closely there, because probably going to break them fairly soon. Gassaway looking kind of stuck in this Nexus. Good work from Osami Shibuya keeping him flat, although well done Gassaway too. Catch half guard and then regard all the way, trying to hit a single leg to come out on top. Uses the front headlock from Osami Shibuya to base him back out. Backdoor escape from Brian Gassaway, very nice, and comes up on top. Well done. Empty half guard from Osami Shibuya, and they're still fucked up in the ropes. Mount from Gassaway. See if he can get anything going before the inevitable break. Is he trying for a choke here? Maybe. But he's ended up being swept by Osami Shibuya, and Shibuya has turned him away from the ropes. Stiff arm on his face to break the grips. Shibuya sitting back, trying to shove down on the legs to open up the guard of Gassaway. Now he's just basing up. Tripoding. Well, not even tripoding, he's only bipoding at the moment, which is a little bit unstable. Gassaway hooking under the legs. And Shibuya scouts that one and goes back to his knees there. Trying to reach back to open the guard. Not super safe. Can result in you getting triangled, but I don't know how good Mr. Gassaway is off his back. Brian Gassaway had fought, I believe, in the IFC promotion before being pulled over into Pancrase. And I think... I don't actually completely remember, but he fought a couple of times before being scouted and brought over. Alright, palm strike attempts from Gassaway. Good palm strikes and a nice kick from Osami Shibuya into a single leg. Finishes that single and comes up on top of Gassaway. Underhook from Gassaway on that far side has been broken by the crossface from Osami Shibuya. Now he's got double unders. Will he be able to get anything going with it though? Because he's kind of flat in his back. It is very difficult when you are flat to get any sort of movement happening as a man on the bottom. Lots of space here. He could invert himself underneath for the leg or kick into Z guard, but as things are, he's just going to end up getting toe-holded by Shibuya. Yeah, Shibuya working for the leg locks here, using that steering wheel toe hold. Flops back on the leg. Gassaway tries to come up on top. Nice work by Osami Shibuya to keep himself on the leg. Goes belly down on that straight ankle lock. And Gassaway has grabbed the ropes. Well done, Shibuya. That was some nice leg lockery there. So he was on one leg. Gassaway sort of started coming up on top of him, so he switched legs and changed the angle so that Gassaway wasn't able to base out and come up on top. And gets the rope escape too. Times Gassaway's entrance there. He saw Gassaway coming in, so ducked straight under into the single leg and turned the corner nicely. Gassaway briefly thinking about headlock. Manages to get full guard. Going back under the leg. I'm not sure if Gassaway really wants to get into a leg lock fight, so I think he probably more wants to use that leg to sweep than anything. Pass from Osami Shibuya. Grabs the leg in half guard, shoves it away, comes out on top, going to armbar. He was trying to straight armbar the other side, sort of a Z mount here, back steps into half guard. Working the hammerlock. Gassaway changes the angle, pulls the arm up, so stops that coming in, but leaves himself open for the armbar. Nice entry into the armbar from Osami Shibuya there. Ooh, he's got that one. Oh, not quite. Hitchhiker escaped from Gassaway. He's nearly got his thumb all the way over. He just needs to run his legs like Homer Simpson and maybe he'll pop out on top. Currently, he's sort of being Americaned. There we go. Manages to run all the way around. Nice escape from Brian Gassaway. Comes up on top and the crowd appreciates it. Some polite applause from the crowd. Good pass from Gassaway. Manages to base out, prevent the sweep from Osami Shibuya. Will he manage to take him out? He's nearly there. His foot's still caught. There we are. Slides all the way through. Attempted bridge from Osami Shibuya, but he hasn't been training at the Lion's Den, so he hasn't got that gorilla strong one required to dislodge any man who's on top of you. Forearm choke from Gassaway, getting his elbow right in the throat. I've been told that one's called a paper cutter, where you've got one arm underneath and you grab your elbow and you use that as sort of a lever to lever your forearm into their neck. There he goes, tries for it again. Then tries to skip into an armbar, but he loses the arm and has ended up on the bottom of side control. Knee ride from Osami Shibuya. Top knee ride from Osami Shibuya. Very uncomfortable. Right, exchange of front kicks there. Ended up shin on shin. Exchange of palm strikes. Gassaway's... Oh, I was going to say he was in a good position to finish a takedown. Nice pass, I'm going to call that, from Osami Shibuya, because Gassaway was trying for the single and then... well, wrestling pass or switch. And Shibuya grabbed the leg and pulled himself, like sort of yanked himself around with it and then ended up on top there. It was very nice. Good wrestling from Osami Shibuya. I'm sure Slothmaster will show up in the comments and tell me that Osami Shibuya wrestled at school or something similar. Because I know that Keiichiro Yamamiya did, as did Kazuo Takahashi. Gets the underhook, goes to Nexus, is probably going to go to an armbar here. Yes, he is. Turning out on the armbar. Gassaway manages to hit the backflip escape. Very nicely done, and comes up on top. Alright, now what? Double wrist lock attempt. Actually just pushing down on the wrist of Gassaway. Probably going to kick up for a triangle. Not very tight here. Yo, rookie mistake there. Used his toes, but he manages to change it into a sweep there. So Osami Shibuya pulled on his toes rather than on his ankle to secure that triangle. And what you end up doing there is you end up making it a lot looser. So what you need to do is grab onto your own ankle rather than your own toes to pull the triangle in tighter. Of course, Osami Shibuya is a significantly better grappler than I am and has beat significantly better men than I ever will in my career. But I have the knowledge that I need to pull on my ankle rather than my toes to finish a triangle choke. It's pretty cool there when he was trying for a just straight armbar, but they were all fucked up on the ropes, so the referee stood them up there. Nice palm strike from Gassaway, but then he just completely overcommits to the follow-up and gets single-legged by Osami Shibuya here. Osami Shibuya kicks over into mount. Got the top wrist lock grip there, the hammerlock grip, and he's probably going to spin round into a armbar attempt, which could be escapable. Oh, he's actually done a nice job there where he's triangled his legs sort of around Brian Gassaway's shoulders. That's going to make it very difficult to roll up because he's sort of got to get past the shin bone. He might be able to backflip escape out of this one. Oh, but his head's in the way. And well done to Osami Shibuya getting that arm straight. And your winner in 7 or 8 minutes is Osami Shibuya, and he does his muscle pose to all 4 corners of the ring. Thanks very much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I certainly enjoyed that one. Please leave a comment if you've got some thoughts on this fight. I'm sure Slothmaster will show up and tell me exactly what Osami Shibuya did at school to become the fighter that he did. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed that, and I look forward to seeing you all next time.